you will have diabetes, and pregnant women, it will cause blindness. What I'm advising now, people should not be eating plenty of sugar because they will have diabetes, and it is not a good disease.
As the founder for Friends of Diabetes Salone say, diabetes na sick wey dey kill if you no dey do test or do the right thing dem for make you no go get the sick. Call on government for help them by the fight against diabetes and raise awareness for the sick. For Radio Democracy, Princess Piasley reports.
The program you listen to na midday show and they come from live from Radio Democracy 98.1. The country representative for UNICEF na Salone, Hamid El Bashir, says study them don't show say over 80% girl picking them waking begin school na Salone na about 20% no more can end up with secondary school where this them believe say na teenage pregnancy and early marriage they cause them. It talk this way the Children Commission with them partner them go pull na do the 30-year anniversary celebration of the United Nations Convention of the Right of the Child. We reporter Waniga Oja gets more and go now report.
Plenty time we country them they get crisis. Now the picking them mocking suffer. And safe, some country them, particularly Africa, Asia and the Middle East, picking them be done they suffer different form of violence them. Now because of them reason yeah, make the UN General Assembly be agree for the Convention on the Right of Children, when a treaty where they encourage country them for make law them for protect picking them na the country. And Salone be don domesticate this law and be named as the Child Rights Act of 2007, where they for protect picking them from child labor, early marriage, teenage pregnancy and plenty other one them. The country be set up commission where they for CC, then lawyers so work for picking them. Tuesday, May 14, the commission, when at the Children's Commission, be celebrate 30 years where the Convention of the Child Rights Act be begin operates. Waiting really, Salone get for celebrate, but this year.
Now I can safely say that children, both boys and girls, at least the issues of discrimination don't they minimize, and we have more girls going to school than before than boys. The other issue again where we don't make progress now the issue of healthcare. You know, more children get access to free healthcare than before. Yes, we still have issues with children accessing healthcare in some rural communities there, but I must say as a result of the free healthcare, we get more people in the access health facilities there.
Olainka Laga, now the commissioner at Children's Commission, as it be explained by the progress, is same way so raise one important concern where they affect the girl picking them now.
Yes, then the girls then they access school now, but then the way you watch the number where they start school and the one when they drop out of school, it is very, very alarming. So it is something that we have to really work at as a government. The issue of access, we have done so much in terms of access to education, but retention of the children in school is also something that we have to look at and see what could be done to improve retention rates.
For back up this issue with statistics, the country representative na UNICEF, Hamid El Bashir, where if they explain the rate at which picking them they drop out of school, especially girl picking them, he say out of over 80% of picking them we can start school. Now just about 20% can reach secondary school.
Now we have more than 85% of the Sierra Leone children go to school. That's a great achievement. But still, those children from primary to secondary level, the number declines. And when we go to the secondary, only 22% of the children go and finish secondary education.
The reason why Hamid El Bashir say them fair not can cause dropouts na early marriage, where this is say na important issue where the government for look inside as picking them waking tap upline more vulnerable. Where this the Minister of Social Welfare, Madam Bendu Dasama Kamara, is say government plan for look inside this issue proper one.
we harmonize the age of marriage, because the traditional leaders they say 16, then the other law say 18. So you get one when at 18. And once we don't take that one day and take them to parliament, it's going to be a law in this country for say anybody will take you picking get to man before the age of 18, you get trouble with the law. And the law go for rumpa, you had that one because before allow we picking them for go school.
Where it be the talk for Seka in comping picking them. Mayan Samai, when are the Children Forum Network president, say plenty of them still not enjoy the rights where they're supposed to forget.
Many disturbing developments of violence is still widespread in schools, homes, institutions, and communities as regards sexual and other forms of exploitation. We see a lot of young girls on the streets instead of being in school. We see girls at night as late as 12, 2 o'clock, instead of being at home. Instead of having families to care for them, they are on the street doing sexual work. They are child prostitutes. Most of them do not want to be like that. But as you know, we struggle for survival.
One set of picking them, where don't they suffer na the country. Now picking them where they suffer from autism, where these people them can class ten kind picking here, as picking them we're not can born with better sense. Where is the director for Autistic Society, Mary Pentimity, raise serious concern.
As I said before, rights not they just stay right, they become realities. So that them picking there we get autism, cognitive impairment in fact, so all brain conditions. Then self could be seen as picking like any other picking salon. If you say right to education, not just that the school go accept them, but the school go get the resources where they need, the school go get the trained teachers them where they need. And of course, the parents have got to be supported like any other families out there. We picking and still there within that gap where much not be done for them.
Some disabled picking them like the deaf and dumb, blind and other disability them be they part of this celebration. And then self still raise them voice say they need equal rights in the society, like rights to education, medical facility and plenty other one them. For Society for Radio Democracy, me Nawaniga Oja.
Well, Fumble, as I'm going to introduce earlier on at the program, say inside the program we'll get with we at the studio, Cherino Majuba, when at the head of media for Duckworth Charity Foundation, and a day for talk about the Reach the Unreachable Ramadan project where this foundation they carry on now. Hello, welcome to the program, Cherino.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Right. First, we will start for a look at the foundation, how this foundation come about.
Well, Duckworth Charity Foundation, an independent Islamic relief and developmental foundation where we established inside July 2015 with the primary aim for revive Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in commandments, because since now an Islamic organization, we see how best we want to revive them. And we all know say in so many verses of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala inside the Holy Quran, Allah they mentioned about charity. So we come as a foundation for see how best we can revive them, and as well as now Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in your sunnah, in your tradition, we in a charity business, and we as a foundation they see and say it fade out now the people them hurts them that when it come to charity, people are not too they engage in charity as at now. So we come revive this spirit now the people them hurt them for see how best we they encourage them for make them involved in charity business, and also we also they committed for make we primarily they support or cater for people the way to say then they in need, and especially women and picking them, because we know say now they're most vulnerable in our society. And since we established inside 2015, then just 42 members will be get, and now as I talk to you now we get over 1,500 members them, where they now over 19 countries them, but most of them are Sierra Leoneans them. And how the foundation come about, the word first Duckworth now an acronym we mean daily Quranic verse and hadith. So how the name come about, first now 2 separate WhatsApp group them they operate. The one will be call them daily hadith, and the other will call them daily Quranic verse. Like the daily hadith, how it operates on WhatsApp. Now that it a target for they teach people them every day one hadith. In Islam, we say one hadith now a prophetic saying where Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam say. So we the target for teach people them every day one whilst the other group inside they operate separately with daily Quranic verse, where in the target for teach people them each and every day one verse from the Holy Quran. So this continue for go on for years now. The admin then now decide for join them two groups them here, or the members them as well, come call them in a particular meeting, sell this idea about having a charity foundation. So then we do them inside 2015 and then successfully do them, and they establish them as Duckworth Charity Foundation. We then sending be just 42 members them be willing for the part, and as at now we get 1,500 members them. And how we done the implement the project there for the past years, that we membership then get a particular money where we tax them for make them go they pay every month. For example, we get two type membership. We get the student them and we get the workers them. So like the student, and then they give 10,000 because we know say now people with the land book, and the workers and then they give 50,000 loans for month. So now with all the money I would on they raise every month, we don't see how best with the help for provide water, food, medication, fees or scholarship, emergency relief support, clothes, and orphan support and widow support as well, and plenty other thing them
right.
Where we don't do.
So how I don't go about this on our charity giving. Now we thing they can come up, or I can go on a do more randomly, or or when disaster or something occur before that can come out and do a charity work then.
Well, as a foundation, we get different dimensions where we can normally implement, we project them. One way, first, before the term or the form the foundation, we get some to develop, or say now areas of intervention that within areas them and then they serve as a guide for make a roadmap, for make worker, for make we implement to project. So highlight the side they will say we go able to intervene when it's necessary. So that now one way, and among the areas, and therefore I just name few, we get the orphan support, we get the widow support, we get the relief support, and we get emergency relief support as well. So now some of the areas, and so anything we want do for fall within the areas them here. For example, the emergency relief support, now where disaster can happen, like we just say, where we can intervene with just that moment where the thing happen, for see what we self go provide. And we get the medical support as well, where this can be for those help people away be to say they now hospital we're not able to afford for make them pay for a certain bill, we can come to the aid. And also under the medical support as well, we get something we call the mobile clinic, where this mobile clinic now a way be to say we normally can target communities them we up till now not able to get health centers and meet. So what we can do, since that within this 1,500 members, we get doctors them there as well. So we done the work with we in this charity work. So what we can normally do, we can take few of them, go to the certain community we don't target, and treat and test picking them and woman them for certain sick, but malaria and typhoid to be specific, because now in rampant in the country. And where we don't know say somebody is positive, then we can give medication also on site. Now make we call a mobile clinic, now a clinic where they work with for go different communities them. So that now one way. Another way be to say normally we can implement two projects now to research in the sense we can normally send a research team now a certain side for make them go do visibility, though we know what in the people they need now other way than the end. The third one okay normally they use now where people can come in for come appeal for make we do we project them. Like for example, we get a member among this 1,500 I mentioned within a Falaba district. So like now a member they subscribe to the foundation every month. But like Usa did now Masonfonia inside Falaba district, then we get a constraint for schooling where inside that particular place. So since say they work with we or a day with we, they decide for take we now the place for me to go see how picking the worker from their own side to go na the next town for make they attend schooling. So because of now we member and see now this work they do in meet we, and they like today we dey pan construct school inside Masonfonia town na Falaba district. So this now some of the ways them we can take for implement to project them.
Yeah, from where you talk, una get a large membership. So
yeah.
Una recover every part of the country.
Yeah, we recover every part of the country depending who side we know say we need for intervene, because most like I say it's either maybe sometimes because we get members and all inside there and the country, all the different district them. Now I make right now they try for get to the regional offices them. Now them part then they for right now don't get one na put local, and we try for get other side them as well. So we not go only based na Freetown. But to be honest with you, most of we project they will implement. Now few they implement na tongue, yeah, most of them now the province we can go do them.
So one going for ask, how successful they on a project that don't be?
Well, it's we say first of all alhamdulillah rabbil alamin, we praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We done the giwi, the know-how for make we do this particular thing. And to be honest with you, since we formed this organization or foundation, we get lot of success stories now we missed, because we don't see how best we try for transform people life them from we, or try for bridge that gap where the poor man and the gentleman can normally they get, where we know say that gap they day. So we as a foundation, we always they try for bridge this gap, where to we will take and say now a success story for we, and to we project the work they implement. After we can implement them project there, the feedbacks the work they get now in more key motivate we for make we do more as a foundation, for make we go the extra mile, for make we implement more project them, because the people really they appreciate which we they do as we they intervene to the time they will be to say the people them need the help. So to me that now a success on we own side.
All right, in Cherry Majuba and in the head of the media team for the Duckworth Charity Foundation. Well, family will push the program going forward as we continue for take more material inside the program midday show. Salone country will get good cultural heritage, but challenge on the day for maintain historic sites, monument and island them as way for attract tourism them, and same way so add value na the tourist sector. The research and development officer na Monument and Relics Commission, Francis Musa Momo, don't say they don't begin for restore and give value to Bible engraved, and this is say important to the country economic growth, as plenty people from other country them go they come for pay for watch Bible engraved where then they done for complete anything from now. Francis Musa Momo explain more to Saptu Kalon inside this interview.
Bible and be religious reformer, a warrior, a military strategist, and a liberationist, because Bible in days he born in 1840 and then he died in 1908. But Bible and be a ruler or a king of a vast kingdom back then in the north. Born Akase from local papa and Timini mother. Bible, if we put in role in historical context, you will see na be one of the forerunners of Sierra Leone in liberation, because under colonial rule, Bible be done the help for let it see that in people then become equal, whether they be under colonial rule or not, and for letting people then become independent, control their own issues them as a people.
Now, in terms of the restoration of engraved, we saw on the process now that Monument and Relics Commission, Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs with other body them. Why this particular term?
Before this time, a lot of processes don't be done to go on, and one of the processes and forerunner processes was the proclamation of Bible engraved as a national monument in 2016 through Monuments and Relics Commission. So by proclamation, that don't show say that sites they under Monuments and Relics Commission for conserve and manage. So, and also it give credence also to the indigenous people and rule in terms of development or nation building as Sierra Leone. Then proclaim in sites and Madam Yoko and that of Zion Methodist Church. Now what we try for do is for restore, conserve and manage that particular sites there, because it gets an important role. A lot of people don't know the role we Bible play in terms of saving Sierra Leone today.
Waiting at the importance of this to the country and also to the tourism sector as a whole. For there we see OSAI, the Monument and Ministry of Tourism try for restore Bible engraved.
The role of Monuments and Relics Commission they play and that of Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs, they in line or align with the border government in policy imperatives them, right? And one of them policy imperatives and for the government where they take power was to rehabilitate and preserve strategic sites them.
So how important this restoration of Bible engraved? What is the importance of that?
One, they give cultural value, we importance we place on culture in Sierra Leone, and also they boost cultural heritage tourism, because one culture very important in tourism development, because when you know who that you be, you say know thyself, you dey able pass the information there to present and future generation for understand. It gets a lot of benefits, also economic benefits.
Because how the economic benefits will come in?
Because when they don't develop the site, it don't become a touristic site. People from Sierra Leone, domestic tourists them, and that of international tourists them, they come na that site they, and anything we then do they get results and benefit economically. Like perhaps you pay for enter the site. Now money, you don't create job also for the people within at the village. Then that some of the money also they go to the consolidated revenue from where Monuments and Heritage Commission they get, and they able foster development in other sectors then.
Talking about indigenous, Madam Yoko also play an important role as an example. Why Una decide for restore and give value to Baibure engraved?
Now 3 sites will be proclaimed as national monument in 2016. Yeah. One are Baibure engraved and Mami Yoko. Part of the process, then you get for do proclamation ceremony. Like for Madam Yoko, the grave high be there, we don't give some amount of facelift. And we do and elaborate a big proclamation ceremony the way a lot of people then go. All the Sunday society women at the south and Moyamba districts specifically, they all come at that ceremony day. So Baibure in your ceremony will not be able to hold them due to a lot of factors and beyond we control. But now with this new government, there is also a renewed political will for see that we able to recognize the indigenous people and rule in terms of development for this nation.
So in terms of all this process for restore Baibure engraved, give facelift and adding value, we will be important to the tourism sector. What involved in this in terms of the money for do all this?
We not get a tagged money it's saying that this we do, and part of the process as a conservator for heritage, we don't do a lot of things. And one, we don't do a heritage and engineering assessment. Part of that process now for do a technical assessment where in the heritage expert and the engineers them go na decide, and that are also part of a broader stakeholders process, because we don't want for just take we expertise and we're going to put some part of the people in. So with the dialogue, we engage and see what's at the framework they use.
What in this mean when you look at the country in culture and heritage? Because plenty people they say Salone get better history or Salone they keep seeing them when a historic something for point at where people go learn from.
That is very important in terms of moving Sierra Leone before, because most times we lack credence to history. We people learn responsibilities and to the states, we lack credence to them. What in Baibure do? If you ask the Englishman we he fought against back in the day for see that everybody equal in country, then go see Baibure and a rebel. Now how we for able tell we own story as Sierra Leoneans and very critical in with development. So even part of the process we do now Monuments and Heritage Commission, we get a cultural heritage club for school picking them, and that a part of also educating them and the masses for no say this now with true history, and let we begin tell we Sierra Leonean history with a Sierra Leonean eye. Okay. All of them things, and they're very important and critical for development.
So when all this go done, the restoration of Baibure engraved, where people will get access, so go watch them and begin the history and get a real picture of the grave itself.
Procurement processes in all of this. The engineers we don't come on at the field. We don't finalize the framework there in line with the cultural authenticity of the site. The engineers then they don't come, they put up their own reports, then put up their wasted and start them bidding process, who that then go come, who that go win the bid, and at the end of the day we start the process. But everything is okay, we set for what's denting and they be concluded. We do go on site for starting
so the
process.
restoration of Baibure engraved, una no able get the exact amount to get for involved.
That they come out also from the engineers but all of this that government they support, and government they fully fund this project here. They start now the sites for move Sierra Leone in culture and heritage sector going forward.
Thank you.
Alright, that's now be the research development officer for Monument and Relics when they talk to Sabtu Kalon inside that interview there where he say they don't begin for restore and give value to Baibure engraved, and he say the importance of this now that it go help for the country in growth, as plenty people from other country go they come and pay for watch this grave where they go don't complete them. Well, we come back inside the studio as we still get with we Cherino Majuba, when at the head of the media team for Duckworth Charity Foundation. and idea for talk about the reach the unreachable Ramadan projects. You know, this project na new project.
Yeah.
You would start for tell Fambul why una come up with this project.
All right. First, reach the unreachable project. Now, a project where the foundation also decide for design for make we help for make we get other ways them way be to say we dey raise funds where we not go only limit them towards we monthly subscription where they get with we workers them and the student them. So we say we'll come up with another way, another strategy where we go involve a larger number of people them, especially general public Sierra Leoneans them. We will go target them through this project because we know say maybe sometimes the foundation in membership is limited to only Muslim because only Muslim are a be member, but all the donation is open. So we decide for get a project wherein we go get an open platform for everybody for make them go be part. So we come up with
everybody will be part. Like
yes,
you Muslim or
like you Muslim or not a Muslim, you go be part of them. So now make we come with the reach the unreachable project. Now a fundraising strategy will develop, and we can always talk say even though we are an Islamic organization, but where we can go implement the project, there are most of the word I mentioned where we can go do with medical support, where we can go do with feeding support, with clothing support. We know they watch religion as well because we know say people are very vulnerable, they know they buy religion, so we know they watch religion. So same way so back if somebody want donate to this particular project, we self know they restrict them say because of you so and so we open. So now make we come with the reach the unreachable project, and as the name goes, we actually want for use this particular project for reach out to people away to say unreachable in the sense communities and the way up till now where people are not able to reach it. Even sometimes we talk about people away they provide the relief support not able to reach that inside, and it can be two way. It can be two reasons. One, it can be because of the poor road network where they at the place, and it can be the distance where the community dey. So we want for use this project here so for raise more funds and try for reach out them particular communities, and I make we call them reach the unreachable project, and we target each and every Sierra Leonean for just donate 10,000 leones one time per year, and that the project they all about.
Alright. So I wanna plan for do this because if this person na Christian now but he dey able to but you don't know how for reach now for making self giving help to community we needing help. So how person go be part of this organization for make this project be successful?
Alright, well, the project, the first thing we do first for make we let the general public aware about them. We see how best we launch them inside last year. Now the Freetown Amusement Park where they call Victoria Park. So now last year, so the project don't take 1 year. So we try for launch them first. And what we do for make be only in a Freetown back, we not only launch on a Freetown, we launch inside Port Loco, we launch inside Kenema, inside Bo, inside Falaba. For make we just not just dinner free to let people aware about them so that people then go come on board for make them support the project. So now this will me try for do and open them towards the public. And if somebody out there maybe until they listen, we go one day part of this project, it can be two way. It's either maybe a number they will get for call, where you go call we and do your donation, or you visit we office at number 9 Main Bar Street, Brookfields, Freetown. But because of Ramadan right now, we know they work full time. We only did it from 9 to 2 in the afternoon. So these are the ways them. And also we dey see how best we dey try for involve people them way be to say can feel say charity na something wey very very difficult because imagine the price where I just call for let somebody just give 10,000 one time per year. You been go see and see the 10,000 for year for almost days for just give 10,000 a very very small amount. But why we do as I say in me first statement, the one of we aim them again for can revive, and when they try for revive something you need come for can make it difficult for make you where you want try for revive, and so we come for make charity very simple and ask people them for just give one time per year. That's all we ask for, because maybe sometimes people then go find it difficult for even give by month, or sometimes you will find it difficult for even give after every 6 months. So we just say one time per year. And what we don't do, since we as Muslim we also believe say Ramadan now the best time way you can able to encourage people and for give charity, so we can only implement inside Ramadan full time in the sense now we can do we awareness raising programs them and also do the collections them as well to people them. And for make we achieve this inside this holy month of Ramadan, we try for set up different teams them where they target people them in different part them in the country. So what we do, we get about 9 teams them all set up. Like me with the talk, so as you say, me they head the media team for go out to people them two radio programs telling about this project. That now one way. Another way they use the radio as well. We get about 5 radio stations they will they target every day. They do program day from 6 to 7 o'clock for make we just raise the awareness, and people then can call and make their donation. They'll get teams them waiting at the street, where they go shop to shop, where they go door to door, waiting at the ferries, at the buses. We get team they waiting at the masjids them, universities and schools, and as well offices them. So with all them teams there, we see say now a way we will reach out to people them for make themselves go able to come on board and support this project here inside the holy month of Ramadan.
Alright, so as soon as get all them team there, at the end of the day, what you not going for achieve?
Well, what we go on for achieve actually now for see how best there we project the hold on they do in that small way, because of the limited funds we'll get. We want for do now in a larger scale, in a bigger way, where we also able to impact people in life in a larger way, as I say, because as at now, since now the members they are no more, you know, say we get members and that 1,500 sometimes we the month done, not so they all able to pay that monthly money day. So we want for utilize this project here, so for generate more funds and reach out to people in a bigger perspective. Like also for on target Sunday, also can target 500 people and for feed them or for do that mobile clinic. With this project, we able go up to 2,000, we able go up to 3,000. Now I make people really anybody will tell about this idea, so they always they buy them because the idea is so simple. Now I make again we can normally they use them program there for updates the public, because members say I tell you say we launched them last year. So to this year, what we will raise from last year to this year Ramadan, we will raise about $11,000. We inside that $11,000, they what we do since the project, as I say, we get big project they will want to take, but still that money they will get do for make we even start one power project then, because we get orphanage project, we get the school project, we get other lot of project. They will say maybe this money maybe something not go sufficient, maybe we'll just start them, then we'll just go in a midway, they will stop this. So what to do, since we were able to generate this money, we try for do an investment for the first time for the project. So instead of that money they can lead them or we use them in a halfway project, we decide for invest them and try for buy a mini bus where na the Duckworth Charity Foundation name everything they where they run na free ton, so for generate money for make it double this money for through that investment day. So that bus they will buy. And the Sprinter, when a 22-seater bus, what we try for do, it do for we 2 work. So in as much as now the people this $11,000 we use for ban, part of them we use for ban. This now the people money them. Now Sierra Leoneans them couple we use for ban. So what we do, since it cow with investment or it serve as an investment as well, we also make they do charity for we. So we try for kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So the boss they count money, they do charity with them. So the charity in the sense, what we can do, as I say, since now people pay this money, so we decide say this bus it go they run inside the week 1 term when are free. So also for make it serve the people na Sierra Leone, we then donate. It means sometimes not even the one way donate it go serve, but the blessing of the people we used to get for on board that particular day they were on free basis get for make dua for them particular people and the way me don't contribute. So on Fridays the bus they run for free, nobody need to pay, and for the first time our country we able get them kind bus there where they run transport for free for a particular day. Then all the other days them now people can pay. So this all now for make we also serve the public, because this now our public funds. So these are some of the things that we don't do with the money they would don't receive. But if this year again Allah make them easy for we get another bigger project we want for undertake, inshallah.
Alright, continue for those inside the program as we continue to take more issue. The executive director for Prison Watch Salone, Mambu S. Faika, don't say for the first time in Salone history, President Biodo used the presidential pardon for free 10 picking them where he say been there at the juvenile cell na approved school. Mambu S. Faika say the organization glad for this because he say he don't say wouldn't they look for them kind of opportunity we president go use in presidential pardon for free some of them picking them. Kabia gets more and gonna report.
Picking them when not reach the age of 18 years, and then they can describe as juvenile, and most them themselves can fall in conflict with the law. Women say they can commit crime them and then can try them na court, but them pikia get special jail where they can put them, where they can call the juvenile jail. This juvenile jail, they na the approved school, na the eastern part na Freetown. For the first time, President Bio inside in presidential pardon don't free 10 of them pikia, where 9 of them picking them ya na boy picking them and 1 na girl picking.
Very much grateful and appreciative because of the fact that picking them for the very first time in their life they don't benefit from presidential amnesty. But we talk of the 10 picking them. I stand for be corrected ever since in history from President Shaka Stephen to President Ernest Bai Krumah. We know one day witness children in juvenile detention facilities benefit from presidential pardon, and we don't they cry for this, we don't they talk about this, and nobody not ever hear the cry. So for let we see this president come, it listen to we voice. I think say we need for congratulate them, and I think say to we this now a very good scorecard for them. And I not also want minimize the role of the DPP because the new DPP I think I'm very proactive because we been get a side meeting with them, and even though it was so informal, but it take this meeting very seriously.
That na the executive director for Prison Watch Salone, Mambu SFK, been they talk about the presidential pardon where the president get to 10 picking them na the approved school. Apart from them 10 picking where they don't free from the approved school jail, the jail gets about 31 picking them, where this according to the executive director for Prison Watch Salone say most of them picking then are jail for crime them where they're not supposed for day for.
Not very minor crimes, crimes and really way initially really no warrant and detention at all. But unfortunately, this country we lost them very punitive. Any small thing you do, you go for go jail, you go for go prison, But most of the crimes and really what they talk about, this now crime in the very first instance, then picking not supposed for go prison at all. Larceny, loitering, some kind of funny crimes. Get the program what they call the social intervention, where they normally engage them every Thursday. This now a program this way will try for talk to them, we try for appeal to their consciences. And this is an activity-led program where they actually help the picking them. For realize that crime not to anything we nice, And through this program, we only really work with them, and a lot of them really don't reform. In fact, now through we work with them through this program, that was the basis for which we even make the recommendation to the government through the DPP.
Mambu SFK continue say most of them pikiam waking left this jail, not can go school again. We make in call on government for say the free quality education reach na this jail. Usai picking them where they na this jail go continue school.
That are the other thing this way we really want add with voice to the current government, because I think say one of them the signature promise where they make a free education. But we really find out say all the picking them immediately they don't arrest you, send you now proof school remand home. It's like the end of the road for you. No schooling, no education at all. If not so, we through a UNDP project where we don't begin the evening, if now we don't buy uniforms for them, we don't try for talk to some teachers then they teach them at the school day. Without we intervention, there is no formal schooling for them picking them at all. And I think say that's a gross violation of their rights, because they call the place approved school. So by right now a school we're supposed for actually provide and cater for their education. But unfortunately, anybody where they go approved school and remand home, that is the end of the road.
Mambu SFK end up say most of the juvenile jail them where they across Salone, they in bad condition for make them picky at tap, especially the one where they nabo we make in call on government for renovate them saya and self say the picking them where they go na then jail ya, they in good condition. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Kabia the report.
Street parking, I want to don't bring big challenge in the Freetown municipality, and plenty people and organization them don't raise concern about the parking space where not in some parts of the city. This being the Freetown City Council don't introduce new law them, but street parking where the head of street parking at the Freetown City Council, Victor Kela, say the council will fine 250,000 leons to anybody we park motorcar aside with enough for park. Victor Kela talk more to Theodore Arena inside this interview.
they try for put the motorcade in order in the city so that traffic where they congest, they not able they discongest in the city so that people they get free flow of traffic.
But we don't see plenty people and don't they park aside the way not call for make them park.
Well, now this is why we try for we don't put in place. Though it's not easy because at least we just this is like a new system where they can account. We don't try for put in place. If this particular year, everybody because we get a law, you just try for park in a place. We say if you're not going to cancel for me, go do the registration. So we they try for tell every people then. If you not say register and cancel, not park your vehicle on the street because if you park them, the law they bet you when the season they pay for the vehicle we don't go where they pay to cancel.
Plenty people and they wait on the come na tongue and they park na street. So all the motorcade where they park for get a license where they for able for park for na them place.
We they try for the license issue because now make we don't just work no more. A joint force with SLRSA, they work together so that there are certain places then where we not even allow for my vehicle park there. Like the place we not like they curve them because for traffic view. When any curve way in that place, we don't go park there because SLA they allow that the SLP don't even allow that one there because it go able block people then you know go then they can cause accident. So not to all side. Then we get a line where they show a yellow line, when a two yellow line that are no parking zone. When inside where spot is here, me person don't make mistake. That two parking line. So now they say how they try for put in place. They would tell for people that may possibly idea. Or if you not, the logo bet you.
Okay, so almost soon they find people them for anybody we park on side way, not to the correct side for make it park.
Like city council because we get a very where we all work together institutionals there. SLRS get their own charging. Council get their own. We say we park we say not fit for park. Now 250,000 euros they pay.
Now we don't do sensitization for tell people them on how they for the park and same way so the place there where they not for the park.
Okay, yes, this is not a new thing to the people there. Every year when they do sensitization, if we get mega forward that's free city council bus, we don't go right around across the place. But people they know about this thing. So people not go tell me say we don't put on a newspaper, we don't go on media, we don't do sensitization. So everybody, mostly the people that are there about this thing.
Still for Mango say place not there for park. Waiting if Freetown City Council they do in that area.
Okay, there are places because a target we get places that we not feed our roads more of the garages we don't target them because they left the abandoned vehicles if only because we would try for do this massive reinforcement drive, would they try for put all them abandoned vehicles at the street so that we'll be able to locate you in that place where we will park in motorcade easily. Now this is why we try for do.
Okay, so then people and they go get for pay for the inside and then get for go the park?
Yes, they go pay you side the way they go because we they try for clear the other side. They say where you don't get space because that doesn't mean that now before you will give place. If you don't get that particular place parking lot that in frontage that place, would they locate you in another place? What's at the CBD area? When it say it will look convenient for you for me able parking motorcade.
Then people are so way on the mark for so. Now people way they work na the office the way on want make them get parking space front and place.
First of all, what would they do? We not just give place to person when different place where they like your frontage which side they sell or your office FD. Yeah, the first priority way they ask you whether you need a parking lot. If at all you are not interested, before ever would they give another next neighbor for me a candidate for park. Each person will they wait the market a full payment.
Okay, so if other person come out and other side can park, where the person has so when I in get in frontage, in not pay to city council, the other person they way una don't give this parking space so say na info can park. Then problem come out, they wait una go do.
The person will go park they facing a full penalty of the law. You understand? Because then they go talk say where person come in that place, you don't see the signpost, they don't see, we don't push on that particular way for certain people then. You can park the law they bet you when at 250,000 way they pay. But if you can't meet with signpost, you don't put that signpost there. That's you don't challenge council. Now 500,000 they pay.
Alright, that's now the head of street parking at the Freetown City Council, Victor L. Lahai. We will talk to Theodore inside the we say council go find anybody then see na street the park na service for park 250,000 leons. We come back inside the studio as we still get with Cheno Majuba, when at the head of the media team for Duckworth Charity Foundation. Cheno, apart from this Reach the Unreachable Ramadan project, we will not say this now just one more time and people them they and I don't do this project from last year. From last year to now, what you see now is turn up of people them because una open una don't get cooperation because you know how for possible pull money for just give for charity now till no person not can do so. So how now don't get the cooperation of people them?
Well, from last year to now, people really they appreciate and they turn up for the project because, like as I say, we really decide for come up with this project for let we make charity very simple. So in as much as we tell people and say this now one time per year, they not can find it difficult because they know say even if maybe sometimes we have to contact them again now past the other year. Now I make what we do, we get a database of all the people who they collect. Now I make anybody where they give in 10,000 loans, we get a coupon where they give you, where you details everything, where they get them and they get a copy of them, we give you the original. Where the one they give you yourself now for make you get with information, and the one where they left with you yourself now for let we get with you information for put on our database. So the next year we'll be able to contact you, and now with that coupon there as well, we don't able to trace almost we don't able to raise. So to be honest with you, people really they appreciate the project and they contribute towards some.
So when I get other project they wanna get for targets.
Yes, as I mentioned earlier, among the areas of intervention inside Ramadan, we can concentrate per one back way na the relief support. We normally can do 2 projects them inside Ramadan. One, now for see how best we provide for communities them that food items for make them go they use inside this Ramadan for breakfast. So that now one of the project they would on they do and we don't start them and we still go on with them till the end of Ramadan inshallah, because out of them 10,000 loans and among them tia back we can do. And we all know say inside Islam also we believe say among the goodness the way person go get now where you help somebody or you provide for somebody food where they able breaking fast. One hadith the way Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam say anybody will provide food for make that person they pan fast for make it breaking fast, then say the person will provide the food they get the same blessing of that person they will keep fast. So because of this we know the importance make we encourage people and for make them come on board, make them help we able implement them project there so that then self will get the benefits. Another one we can normally do inside this Ramadan when the second one now for provide close to communities them maybe to say vulnerable for provide close for them for make them go use for make them pray this pray there. So now what don't they do for the past 4 years, but the organization will we partner with then don't they do one for the past 6 years when our sisters of Dinul Islam. So them may come to we and do a partnership with we because of we are a charitable organization and we don't they provide close them for communities them for make them go they use them for pray the Eid prayer. So these are the 2 main projects they will get for implement inside this particular Ramadan. Yeah, so and all them project they are if somebody go and be part of them because even the clothing now a 2-way we can normally concern somebody go and know how they get them close here for go distribute and to community members them. So what we can do, one we can open let me say a line where somebody go call. Maybe sometimes you get a close. We know say that people most of who get close the way to say we don't keep for a very long time. Where we say maybe sometimes we don't use a 1 or 2 term, but it's still decent, it's still nice. So what we can do, we can open a phone line where somebody go call for make donation of them particular close then they now we office or we get other points the way somebody will go left them close then they, and also we can pull for more money with the organization where we partner with and buy clothes for add up to them close then they where we don't get already. So it's either the person can call or in between our office now 9 Main Bar Street and other point the way we say if person call we go direct them. So these are some of the ways they would they get the close to. And for all them project there in case somebody go want know more about them or go want be part of them, let you just call 076 364 966 or 079 234 711. All the numbers there you call and we go direct you how you self will be part of this wonderful initiative there. So
alright, so it's not last what do you want for left with Famble?
Well, my final message to them now for see how best we still go continue for encourage them for make them be part of this project, because we all know say as Muslim we also believe say Ramadan why make Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala send Ramadan say la'allakum tattaqun. Now for make we can develop in fairness, for make we can get God fearing people, be God fearing people them. And among the things the way Ramadan they teach we now for make we be charitable. So it don't come for can teach we for make we be charitable. So let the month of Ramadan not pass, stay 30 days or 29 days pass, you don't develop that particular habit there for the give charity. So now with that message that go left people with. And finally, maybe sometimes some people go and go through some of the work they don't they do for the past years. We can normally announce we websites at the arena www.dagvacharity.org. The Dagva na DAQVAH. So if you visit we website now www.dagvacharity.org, you will see most of we project they would on the implement. Or if you go on Facebook, you type Dagva Charity Foundation, you can as well see some of the project they would on the implement for the past 4 years.
All right, plenty thank you. You just listening to Cherry Nomajuba, we are the head of the media team for the Dagva Charity Foundation, and the media for talk about the unreachable Ramadan project. Well, Fambona, today your program the show go left you today, Wednesday, May 15 this year. Plenty thank you to my producer Alex Lawrence Koma and executive producer Michael Sambula, and to Jonah Gaya, we don't give me technical support, and plenty thank you to DJ Lava, we don't give me mic for come to our live this afternoon. So till we meet again, me and David Van Boy, where they say tata.